Guy needs help with the pickup phase. He says, asking a woman out you don't know. He says, basically the title, I always see pretty women on the street or on the train, and most of the time I'm in a rush, so I don't have much time for talking. I'd say BS on that one. It's like you always have that time to just kind of make a conversation. I mean, most of the time at least, it's like kind of just a passing by thing. And sometimes that can actually be an advantage to you if you're just like on the run or passing by. Because you start a conversation, you have just like a regular conversation with somebody. So it's like if it's on a train, hey, where are you headed? You coming from work? Rough day or good day, or how about that weather, or something about her bag, or just whatever. It's just like any random thing that just basically starts a conversation. And then you gauge her attraction. Is she engaged in the conversation just like that? Is she asking you questions? Is she having like enthusiastic responses? Is her body language, does she like face you, or does she kind of face away and give you kind of just one word answers, like she wants to get away from the conversation? If you ever feel like she's like trying to get away through her body language or whatever it is, it's like she might not be single, or she's not interested in you, or she's really just tired from work and doesn't want to deal with it, or whatever. It's like you just let her go. It's like, okay, well, great, have a good day. You end it right there. But if she is engaged, and that's when you ask her out. So, hey, I got to run. This is where it's an advantage if you're kind of busy. Hey, I got to run, but I got to go back to work. But, I'd love to get to dinner with you. What's your number? Pull out your phone, get her number, on your way. And it's like, it doesn't have to be like this huge long thing. It can be very quick, especially if you can read her attraction very quickly. I don't have much time for talking, but I still want to get to know her. Well, you say something along those lines, like, hey, you initiate that conversation, random conversation. Maybe it's like you're on a train or a subway or whatever for like 3 minutes. That's all you need. Initiate the conversation. Is there interest there? Hey, gotta run. Just like you said. Hey, don't have much time, so I gotta run. But I'd love to get to know you over dinner. What's your number? Boom. Wait 3 days, call her up, ask her out. If her interest is high again, you want to gauge her interest in you. Use that as an opportunity when you call her on the phone. Does she even remember you? But ideally, you only want to ask women out on dates who have a high level of interest. They're enthusiastic about hearing from you. When you read those signals, go for it. Assume she wants to see you. When are you free to get together? And that basically just communicates that, of course, she wants to see me, but it's just a matter of scheduling. So just that, she gives you a day, you give a location, a time, then you lock it in, and then you just show up and have fun on the date. But sometimes it's hard to overcome that fear, and that seems like kind of his drawback, not necessarily his excuse, which is like, oh, I don't have the time kind of deal. Almost never is that really the case. It's more of like, I'm a little bit afraid, and so it's like I don't really have the courage just to instantly go and talk to somebody about something random. So a good way to really overcome that is to talk to at least one person every single day, whether you just break the ice with, have a normal conversation, someone that you've never talked to before. And it doesn't have to be someone you're romantically interested in. It can be whatever. It can be another guy. It can be an old guy, old lady, whatever. Even like a young kid, or some kind of teenager or whatever. It's like just having the regular conversation where you just break the ice with somebody. And when you do that, you get more comfortable. And it's like pickup, you don't have to have some elaborate scheme or have this plan or strategy. The strategy is really just regular conversations that are everyday conversations and reading her attraction level. And then, to bonus that, it's like you can approach a situation with more confident body language. And that sometimes can come with time or just understanding what confident body language is. So not being closed up, not being like timid, not being hunched over, where you can imagine basically like right here from your chest, there's like a string that goes straight up. So you're not like back or anything. You're not hunched over. You're straight up. Your body language isn't basically covering up your like emotional center. So you don't have some bag or just your hand or your arms crossed when you approach somebody. It's like you have that kind of that open posture that can be more confident. How you're talking with just more certainty. Sometimes you're gesturing out. So all those things can kind of help your success, but dude, just simplify the whole thing. And when you simplify it and just talk to one new person every day, it's like then that fear when you see those beautiful women, it's like one good thing about this guy is he's noticing beautiful women, and so it's like he's looking for them. And he's in environments where he actually has that, which is a huge advantage. But eventually what will happen is like once he gets to the point where he gets comfortable breaking with the ice with people, he understands that those beautiful women are people too. So it's like, and a lot of them actually don't get approached as much as you'd think because it's like too many guys get intimidated by their looks. So it's like that's what I'd say as far as the pickup stage. It's like keep it simple, keep it just a regular conversation, but having your outcome gauging her interest level, not necessarily forcing an outcome on forcing asking her out or something like that. It's like if you don't get the signals, you back off completely and you're done. And that's okay. You're not attached to the result. So just use the numbers game approach with that. And you can always improve your skills as far as the pickup, dating, and relationship by getting those products that you can get in the description below.